All right, guys, we're going to review T's video today of crazy explosive workouts. I included my vertical jump routine. Here's his
Do some
dunks.
cool stuff like this.
Here we go. Jumping over his girl. Oh, wow. It's actually absurd.
Outdoor rim.
Okay, moving along. Our first workout, I have pause front squats.
Pause
Take
front
3 to 5
squats.
second pause at the bottom
He's got
and explode up.
He's got a pretty
And
good mobility
if you
here.
want, you can
That's
have
really
a
good
slow
mobility.
deadlift or
You can just
eccentric
mute it
or
completely,
whatever,
by the way.
you call
Yeah.
it.
He's talking about eccentrics, pause
Yeah, that's our
squats.
first
Oh, look at
workout.
that.
Pretty
The
easy.
vertical.
None of these workouts calls for heavy loading.
Let's just
Okay,
go
so
to the
he keeps
next
it
one
light.
here.
He keeps it light here.
He's going to be going heavy at some point, right? Okay. We got
Well, I think this video
Whoa.
specifically is explosive workouts, so I don't think he goes heavy in this.
He doesn't even look like he's trying on this. He's got some butt wink at the bottom there, but his hip mobility is crazy.
Yeah.
Actually, sorry, his like low back mobility. Like, I don't know how he's able to do that. He had back problems eventually, right?
Eventually did, but
Yeah, I can see
it took a
why.
while. He had the strongest back I've ever seen, like when he would deadlift and stuff.
Yeah. He's just doing just a banded press. It's kind of weird. It's like what do you even call that? Like a thruster?
The thruster? Oh, we said it at the same time. Jinx.
Yeah, that was weird. And we said it the same way. All right, we got some sumo deadlift with bands with a pause. All right, let's see what else he's got in here. Okay, lots of sumo deadlift. Oh, regular deadlift with bands. He's doing a lot of variable resistance, which is good. I like variable resistance. Okay, we got the belt squat. The Rhino belt squat.
Before it was popular.
Before we made it cool, he was doing the Rhino belt squat. His back had to be like hurt or something here, right? Because what?
His back was hurt like near the tail end of him posting a lot.
And this was 3 years ago. I think this is 4 years ago.
Plateauing, standing in one spot, or being stuck at a certain number for a long time. Being a power lifter, that's like the worst. So
he's like
he was competing in powerlifting, like actually competing.
10-pound PR. So this movement is great, bro. It's like you can feel it.
I feel like he's just demoing things. He's not even pushing the weights here.
Unlocking your hips is a big part in athleticism and being explosive. Speaking of unlocking your hips,
because I think his reasoning was,
I'm pretty sure
like he would train heavy, and then this was like
this is like
more power focused, quote unquote,
workout. Like every dunker's ego lift.
This is the ego lift. He was saying that before everyone else said it.
All types of crazy fucking weight on there, and so I don't have to explain this too much. I'm pretty sure, like I said, you guys are familiar with this. We have hip thrust, one of my favorite movements for being explosive, unlocking those hips, and also getting that glute activation. As much as
nothing bad here so far.
I hate to hear things about your glutes. Your glutes play existed trap bar deadlifts. Don't have to go into much detail about this either. This is also,
neck, dude, that's gonna be so uncomfortable on your neck.
One of those things that's like just a posture alter. So it's like a better way of doing conventional. It's like no lower back. Like it's yeah. I don't think I've ever felt this in my lower back.
All right, fair enough.
You have,
all right, let's go to next. Let's see what else we got here.
Trap bar. Here we have good mornings, which is a combination of hips, lower back injuries, and just me. So I would go light. I would really.
Enough of that. What else do we have here?
Movements.
It's crazy how much.
Oh, what is this?
Jumpers, and it's simply that. It helps you build.
Looks crazy.
I kind of like that.
I like that one too.
So yeah, these two have been major key for me in making new 1 foot dunks recently. And I actually had
I forgot his 1 foot was pretty wild.
Did some crazy double ups off one.
Double ups off one is crazy.
Yeah.
As soon as I finish,
bro, he was his 1 foot is just straight, just force, just friggin' stomps and flies.
Today, if your best,
he just like
that
so. This is definitely a green screen, which is hilarious. So we looked at all the lifts, and I didn't see anything inherently bad there by any means. That like everything looked pretty good. It's just what you said is like kind of weird to me. Like I would think if you're doing an explosive lift, you need to have max intent. So I don't know if he just wasn't. I don't know if he just wasn't
Maybe he was just
doing
explaining it.
yeah,
like,
just like
for the
demonstrating
video.
it, or like we didn't listen to the full thing technically, but I didn't really hear him say like, "Hey, do this like super explosive." He did use a lot of variable resistance, which I did like, and if he has a very strong powerlifting background, and that would be what like Louis Simmons kind of
Yeah.
sports performance training. They do a lot of like variable resistance. He pretty much exclusively says you don't need anything other than variable resistance if you want to be explosive, which I find a bit ironic. And I also know that, I mean, he has like dynamic days in his training where you go like 65, 70%, you move like as fast as you can in West Side. But I don't know why those movements being explosive movements, explosive workouts, I guess, in his vertical jump routine aren't explosive. It would make sense why he was indestructible if he wasn't pushing intent on those, because you're not going to have near the loads on any of your connective tissue if you're not trying as hard as you possibly can. You're also not going to have nearly as much type 2 fiber recruitment, which major deterrent in your performance if you're trying to jump higher, especially off 2 feet. I mean, 1 and
There's
2.
no way. I'm pretty sure I've seen videos of him trying hard on
Like
that type of thing.
during explosive lifts.
Yeah. Like I've seen him do some like I feel like it was like some kind of jump squat variation, or like I think it was something like that where it was banded, like loaded with
Like this
something, and
video?
he was jumping hard.
If you're looking forward to
You'd have to
something that
find
overnight, you're on the wrong.
you'd have to find
let's
it
get right
in
to
something
it.
that's
Okay, so jumping right to the video, guys.
a workout.
See,
How is he
doing
doing
some
this?
cleans.
young lad here.
He
How did he
cleaned
double
himself.
This is by far my favorite.
Why is he so good at editing?
movement
I don't know, bro. Even the green screen one was
right
like
now.
pretty good.
Like for the past month and a half, 2 months, this is like this my go-to.
He likes that one. That's pretty good.
I mean,
Just repping out hundreds of reps.
Every time I jump, I make sure I contract my glutes. And like I said,
Big butt squeeze glute guy.
As soon as it touched the floor, I'm back up explosive, thrusting those hips out and tighten those glutes.
He like really locks out. What else do we have here?
I like to do resisted broad jumps. I feel like
so this is like
he's
definitely. I don't think he's trying as hard as he can in these. I think he's just demoing.
Yeah. He definitely. I've seen stuff like this though, where he'll like be jumping hard,
and he's trying.
Yeah.
His videos are so funny. All right,
let's
like
see
what else.
Popular. Like click it like most popular, and it'll probably be some good stuff.
Let's see if like we can find my favorite leg routine. This is his most popular video.
This jump is crazy. Oh, you missed the one-hander. You missed the crazy one-hander.
This one? Oh my god. What a freak. Is this real? Bro, what?
He was nuts, bro, in his peak jumping days.
How tall was he?
6'3".
What the? Okay, so he's deadlifting 500 pounds sumo in Vans, making it look like a cakewalk. Oh my gosh. You could do that though, right? Yeah, I think you could easily
Probably.
do that. You could do this, I think, too.
What makes this impressive though is thinking about how tall, like his levers being really long.
Yeah. Oh wow, 530. Sumo, I don't know what you could do in sumo.
Sumo just destroys my hips.
Yeah. Conventional though, you're what? 500 plus?
It was 500. I didn't try higher than that though, but I did 500 semi
easily. Yeah. That is a spine snapper.
540.
Jeez. All right, what do we got here? Are these front squats kind of? Holy hell! What?
That depth, bro. He's almost touching his butt on the platform.
What the hell? Bro.
I forgot. He also was using machines before we talked about like how good they are.
Yeah.
He would use them a lot.
That is a really interesting Let's, what the hell? Bro, he's just a cyborg. Look at his knee.
Yeah.
What is that? What is that thing, bro? You see that?
Yeah, what the hell?
What is that, bro? That is neat. What the hell is that?
What is that actually?
Is that like his
I
tibia?
don't know.
That's just got to be a vein. But it's like coming out of his hamstring tendon or adductor.
Oh, I think it is a vein. You can tell when he's like, yeah.
What the hell is that? That's crazy.
What's crazy is his legs don't look very big, like his quads.
No, but he's so strong.
It's just
He did say
straight.
he uses his hips.
Just straight neurons, bro.
He said he did squeeze his hips. He
Bro,
throws
he's
the
just
hips open at the
neurally
top.
wired, like just straight type 2, like dense muscle fiber.
What do we got here? Like nothing looks like he's trying. Like that's like pretty light.
How many reps is he going for? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's definitely burning. 7.
What do you think that is? A 42-pound
8.
kettlebell?
Yeah. 9, 10. Okay, so he's
Look how
probably going.
easy
I bet you
he's
he's
going though, dude. This is like 60 pounds. So we picked like 2 big lifts and then just accessories basically.
Yeah, and then just burned his legs. I bet you his setup was like deadlift heavy, and then
Squat,
another
some
day,
sort of
and then
squat
another
heavy.
day was like squat heavy.
Yeah.
Is
Dude,
there a
he's
squat
freak.
video?
Huh?
Is there a squat video in there? Something? Anywhere?
Like of him free barbell squatting?
Yeah,
Let me see what I can find
that's
here.
crazy though. He's indestructible.
Build
He was
strong
the other
knees.
thing we're not taking into account. He was jumping every day. On
Yeah,
top of
what?
all this,
How does that make any sense?
he was
Okay, here's a squat
literally
video.
jumping.
I found a squat video.
Bet. But yeah,
It
just
looks
keep
like he
that in
has a
mind
pad
during
on
all
the
these
bar, though.
workouts. I remember hearing a comment, and he was saying that he just gets bored and goes to the gym multiple times a day.
It must be nice to be indestructible.
Yeah. But let it be known, he did get hurt.
He did.
He eventually got knee pain. He eventually got back pain.
Told you, age, output, body weight.
Yep.
That's it. Okay, 315 for 5. That was pretty easy. What's his range of motion like for this?
Decent.
That's about where I go on the belt squat when I'm all the way down.
Definitely going.
Maybe a little deeper.
Definitely like a.
It's like when you're on the belt squat on the 3rd loop.
Yeah.
Like he's just hip creep, maybe just below parallel.
I will say it's weird looking at this. This was 2021. I remember thinking how freaking way stronger he was than me, and now I'm looking at this and I'm like, wait, I'm this
He's
strong now.
Not that much stronger. Yeah, you're stronger now.
That is weird. What the hell?
Yeah, that's what I was expecting him to like do, like 600 pounds or something.
That is weird. His upper was insane.
Yeah, look at his delts. He looks. I mean, this. Holy hell, bro! What? That's his best lift by far.
Bro, that's crazy.
Speaking of medicine balls and jumping, he did it first, bro. These look so easy compared to his output dunking, though. Like when he dunks, his outputs are just infinitely higher.
Yeah. You know what the secret sauce is for him? I think he was jumping every day and then lifting with high ass intensity on a couple lifts.
On a couple movements. Deadlift.
Yeah. And then he was probably doing it so consistently that his body, like his tendons were just used to it. Like he was like maintaining like
whatever that thing was in his knee.
Yeah.
It's like some sort of vein, artery, adductor tendon. But
you know,
he's a freak.
It's funny, like there's always guys like that. Like I feel like that age of 18 to 23, like there's some guys that can just eat volume, bro.
Dude, I
Like
feel
Dillan
like
McCarthy is like a great example
yeah,
of that. Like Dillan McCarthy and T were made in the same factory. If there's a god out there when he was making like he made them in the same batch, bro.
they were like, I'm gonna put these 2 aliens on planet Earth.
Yeah.
They're just like
Like T
indestructible
probably would have loved Dylan's freaking weekly
workouts.
routine.
Yeah, he's like, so what do you do? He's like, I do 55 sets a day.
Oh, perfect.
like-
Let me join you, bro.
Yeah. Dude, when I read Dylan's workouts, like it's just chaos. He's on a deload week this week, so we'll see how he jumps on Monday. He was asking me about symmetry the other day, but nonetheless, if you want to get your workouts written by yours truly and yours truly over there, like Dillan McCarthy, and you want this crazy catered workout, or you want to try his workouts, you know, I'm more than happy to try to.
We don't recommend it though.
Huh?
We
No,
don't.
I would never
recommend
recommend anyone else do it. He's the only one I'd recommend do it in the entire world because he's an alien. But
if you're like bored, feeling no purpose in life, and you want to suffer,
feeling no purpose in life, want to live for 6 hours a day,
destroy your body.
I've got just the thing. All right, see you guys. Bye.